Hi there, it's Sandra here from Create in Spain, and today I'm going to show you if you can use a very cheap airbrush system like this, which cost I think about £20, to do airbrushing on your nails. The idea is that you can either do a fade if you want to, you can do stenciling on your nails if you want to, or you can do a traditional French tip. Now, this particular setup is very, very low powered, and it's operated by this button, and it has 3 speeds, which, if it was plugged in properly, it would demonstrate. So that's on, pink, blue, and then a red one. I'm not quite sure which is the highest one. I think actually it's the blue. But there we go. Now, it is not a high pressure thing at all, and this particular one comes with a single action airbrush. This particular one has a very small pot which does not detach from the actual main body, and it's single action because when you switch it on, air is coming out from the nozzle without me even touching the trigger. If I have paint in that and I then pull the trigger, the paint will start to flow. It has no other control other than the speed of this, but it's very, very light pressure. It's probably doing no more than about 10 psi. So, how do you go about using it, and what do you actually use in it? I've already got 2 layers of clear gel on my nails, a base coat, rubber base coat, and a top coat. And I did find that I had a little bulbous bit on that finger there, and I think it was on that one. So I took my E-file and just gently filed over the edge a little bit. But other than that, it is as it was when I did it a couple of days ago. So what I'm going to do, because I've been baking this morning and the chances are there are probably oils and things on my nails, I'm just going to take some rubbing alcohol and take off any excess oil that is there. Okay, now if you want to, and particularly if you have a thick layer of gel on, you can use a file or an E-file to very gently buff the surface to help adhesion. But it will depend on what you're using in your airbrush as to how well it sticks or doesn't. Now, I happen to have some Liquitex ink, which is designed for the airbrush, so it is the right consistency. And this is a set that I've got of 6 of them, and I think I've got gold, silver, bronze, black, white, and there must be something else to make up the set of 6, mustn't there? But I can't remember what the other colour is. And they come with a handy dropper, so you want to shake it up, empty your dropper out, put it in the bottle and shake it up before you use it, just to make sure that it's all nicely mixed. I've got a bottle here which has just got water in it, and I will use that to clean my airbrush through if need be. I have an old paintbrush here, and I use that, dip it in water. If the tip dries, I just put it in here like that and clean off anything that's on the tip. So that is it. Now, the other thing that I have are some stickers which I cut from normal plastic vinyl stuff that you get on a sheet. I cut them with my silver bullet because I can, but you can buy stickers like these in the shops, or you can buy the ones that are sort of like a line. But because I'm planning on doing a French tip and I'm airbrushing, I wanted a solid shape. I have them in 2 sizes because my first finger here is quite small, and the natural curve of my smile line is more pronounced than it is on the rest of the fingers, and I prefer to follow the natural line. If you want to do a straightforward one, you can put sticky tape over your nail and just do a straight line across. I don't really like those that much. So I'm going to take one of these off and attempt to line it up. Might need to go that way round. Yeah, I think that'll do. And I'm just going to put it on the nail. You want them a little bit wider than your nail for the simple reason it gives you something to grab hold of when you remove them. If they're exact nail size, you end up ruining your paint job just trying to get them off. I think that one's going to fall off in a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put a few drops of the paint in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will be plenty. And switch this on. I'm going to go for the blue setting. And what I'm going to do is do a little practice swipe on here to check if the pink is coming out, which it is. And then start on this. Now you don't want to put it so close to your nail. You put it really close to your nail, you're going to end up with blobs and bubbles and it's going to be useless. You want it to be airbrushed on, not plunked on. So from a distance, and pull back. And this one needs to come down a bit. I'm just going to rest this in the holder again, and I can see that I do have some paint on here, and because it's not actually shining, it has actually dried by the looks of it. Yeah, I can touch it and it's dry. So what you want to do is to decide whether you want another layer on there or not. It's a case of build it up slowly rather than go too close too fast and end up with mess, basically. It will not look good. So I think that's reasonably okay. I'm going to remove my stickers. I now have a natural looking white tip. I could do another coat if I want to, but I don't like the really stark white look. Now with this airbrush, because you can switch it on and have only air coming out, you can use just the air to help to dry your nails. So literally, okay, so that's all I want to do on there. And I'm going to give that 60 seconds. So those are now set and I'm quite happy. I really should have done that one, shouldn't I? I didn't do it. I'll have to do that one in a minute.